Hello, my name is Mark Donovan, and in this video we're going to cover how to create your first QlikView document. And in this example we'll be using QlikView 12. So in this video we're going to cover first of all how to import some sample data from an Excel spreadsheet, then how to create a simple bar chart and list box using that data, and then how we can change the numeric month into the month name using a table of data you'll create within your QlikView document called inline tables. So let's get started. Okay, first of all you need to download the sample data for this course and extract it into a folder. I've done that already. We can open that and look at the sample data. So in this example we're going to be using the random data Excel spreadsheet. So let's preview that data. So as you can see, this is just some random data using the random function to create some data with a numeric month and year, and then we've got an ID as well, which is just basically the row number. So let's close that down, and then first of all we'll create a folder where we can save our QlikView documents. We'll call that Practical QlikView Lessons. Start up QlikView, and let's go to File and then New to create our new QlikView document. As you can see, the Getting Started wizard has started up, and later on we'll show you how we can turn this off, because you might not want to use it every single time you create a new document. But for now, let's browse to our source. So it's on the desktop. So we want the random data Excel spreadsheet. Select that, and then click on Next Step. And here you can see the data. Ignore these fields, they're just blank columns. We could add our own column headers if they didn't exist already in the data by clicking this option and then double clicking here to change the headers, but in this case we've got column headers, so we'll select Use Column Headers from Data File, click Next Step. Now we're going to save this document, call it My First QlikView.qvw. Oh, don't do that. My First QlikView, and click Save. Click Next Step, and here we're going to select what type of chart we want to use. In this case it's going to be a bar chart, so that's selected. Click Next Step. Now we're going to select how we want to group our expressions, so we're going to be grouping them by the month field, and the expression we're going to be calculating is we're going to be calculating the sum of the total field. So click Next Step. So list boxes, in this case we're going to just select the month list box. You could also create a table box of multiple fields if you wanted. In this case we're just going to click Create, and here we've got our chart that's been created, as well as our month list box, and also we've got the current selections and a search box created. This differs from QlikView 11. If you watched the other videos on QlikView 11, you'll notice that the current selections and the search box aren't automatically created. So let's save that. So next, let's go to File, Edit Scripts, and then you can see the script that's been created. So we don't need these two fields because we're not interested in them, so delete that and delete the last comma. We can also give this a table name if you wanted to. So next we're going to look at how we can create a table of data within our QlikView document. These are called inline tables. So if you go to Insert, Load Statement, and then Load Inline, it gives us a table so we can create field names. So for example, num and month. We can give num1, num2, month of Jan and Feb. And if you click OK, we can see that it's created this table. So we could give that a name like month name. So it's load, start inline, then the fields, and then the data below, all enclosed within these square brackets. If we click OK, then go to File, Reload. Later on we'll be using the command shortcuts for these, Control R, Control E, just to speed things up, but for now, select Reload, and then go to the script again, and if you go press Control T, you can have a look at the table viewer so we can preview the data. If we right click on this table that we've created, you can see the data that's been loaded. Also note that the month field and the num, there's no link between them. This is because in QlikView, to link two tables together, the fields must have exactly the same name. Also notice that the month here is in lowercase, so it's not linking to this uppercase month, so it is case sensitive. Next, in this example, we're going to add another inline table, which is going to be the full calendar, so that we can link it to our current table and replace the chart and this box with the month name. So we've just filled out the rest of the months, so you can do that yourself quite easily. And we've given it a table name at the top of calendar. So if we click on the reload button, click on OK again, and click Control T to go to our table viewer, you see the calendar table has been created. If we preview it, we've got all the data there. But again, we're not linking to our initial table because the names don't match up. So let's go and change that. Control E to edit our script and change the names here to month and month name. Control R to reload. Click close. Now we can double click on our available fields list to add a list box of month name and click OK. We can move that across here. Actually put it next to our other list box just to be tidy. And we can click on, for example, April, and it's filtering the chart, but it's displaying 4, so we can right click on our chart and select properties, click on dimensions, and instead of month, double click on that to remove it, and double click on month name to move that into the use dimensions box. Click OK, and that's replaced with April. So you can see that we can select different months and it will display the different totals. You can also hold down the control key and select multiple months. So in this short example, we've covered a lot. First of all, we've shown you how to import Excel data as well as create tables within QlikView using inline tables and link those tables together with data that already exists In our next examples, we're going to cover creating QlikView documents in more detail. For example, creating expressions, using different types of charts, as well as creating different reports in QlikView. Remember to save your document, and let's carry on.